Yo, what up? It's Roger from the Mask The Slumped God podcast. We did it first. New interviews every other week on the channel. Subscribe to the channel and follow at Mask Gorilla on Twitter and Instagram to keep up with our live streaming schedule. I'm streaming on my own Twitch channel. I'm streaming on Soundcloud's Twitch, listening to your music and doing a bunch of other stuff. Follow at Mask Gorilla. Today we're back, and we're officially back for real. We're back outside, a.k.a. back inside, the first in-person podcast in like a year and a half, and the first on-location podcast. If you don't fucking realize, I'm not in the Mask Gorilla office. We're at Half Evil in Chicago, and very appropriate first podcast back with Danny Towers, the underground legend.
Yes, sir. We in here, man. Chicago, we in this bitch.
Danny.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel?
I feel like people like when we were on tour and shit, like people would literally come up to me and like ask me that shit all fucking night. Like I felt like I felt like I had a little how you feel button and people would just come like press it.
So I'm just one of those annoying people. You know, I didn't even like pre-plan that. But it just came to me, and I thought I was being smart, but apparently I'm not because everyone says it to you.
Yeah, I hear that shit all day.
It's like you're like a famous actor on TV, and there's that one line that they scream at you in the streets.
I'm not mad at it. You feel me? I fuck with it. I fuck with that song. So, yeah.
So we're in Chicago. We're at the Half Evil store. Shout out to Sam. Why are we here right now?
Man, we threw a banger last night. We did a show here, me, NASCAR.
Had Drippin' So Pretty, XIX. We had NASCAR's crew is here.
Yeah. It was honestly, it was super dope fucking vibes, dog. Like, I'd rather do those like small, more personal shows any day over the big shows. I mean, the big shows are great, you know, that's what you work for.
Yeah.
But like, these are the personal, like, everyone's going fucking nuts. I love it.
And it's just like super up close.
Yeah.
Like you can meet all the fans. You feel super connected to them. So here's the deal. I flew in on a red eye from LA. I landed at 6 a.m. I got like no sleep. I went to Three House. Shout out Sam. He hooked it up with the food.
Oh, yeah.
And then we all came here. And I was like, yo, we should record the podcast now.
Yes, sir.
And me and you were talking. I was like, you know what? Why don't we wait until after the show? Because, like, there's going to be crazy stories. Someone's going to break their fucking foot. Like, the cops are going to come, this and that. Halfway through the concert, Danny comes up to me, and he's like, bro, why'd you break that girl's foot? And I said, what? I had no idea what you're talking about. I forgot that conversation. He's like, this girl just broke her foot, and it's your fault. You put it in the air.
Facts. You manifested that 100%. I know that was... The first thing, when I seen that girl get carried out with a broken foot, that's the first thing I thought of. I'm like, what the fuck?
What is wrong with Roger? He really did do it first. He's a fucking fortune teller.
That was your fault, 100%. That was your fault, 100%.
Yo, shout out to her. I'm sorry for breaking your foot.
She was turned up, though. She was lit.
Was it like broke or was it sprained?
I don't know. I just seen her getting carried out. It didn't look too crazy, but I'm sure she fucked her foot up,
Yeah, it was a crazy night. I said, after that happened, I said to your brother, I was like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. I should have said, bro, we're going to do the podcast tomorrow, and I'm going to win the lottery and be rich. So me and your brother Andy went across the street to got lottery tickets. I cashed it in today, baby. I'm a big winner. I won $7 after I spent 20. I technically lost 13, but I'm counting it as a win.
Hey, you should. We're going to get them M's soon, though, man. We're not tripping on those.
Facts.
We're going to get those M's soon.
So me and Sam, we went back to Three House today, and we ate. And he was like, yo, last night was crazy. I fuck with Danny. He's so easy to work with. He's so chill. And I said the same thing. I was like, yo, I actually called my girl after, and I was explaining how it went. I was like, yo, I fuck with Danny. He's like an adult. Like, because a lot of these, you know, like younger rappers or whatever, like they're just kind of shitheads, which is funny. But you're like such an easygoing guy.
Yeah.
So easy to work with. You're so down to earth.
Yeah. I feel like I'm a little past my like shithead phase, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, kind of went through that like at the beginning of my shit, but like now I'm just, man, I don't give a fuck about nothing. I'm just trying to make these hits, make this music, and take care of my people. I don't give a fuck about anything else, man. So all that shithead activity is just, you feel me? I don't partake in none of that shit.
Because how old are you now?
I just turned 26 in April.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I would assume like you're kind of past that phase because you've been at it for a minute.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I blew up last year and like, I'm so new to this. Like you've been in the scene for a while now.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. We've been at it for a minute, man. Like 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
Like for sure.
So what inspired you to start?
Man, like honestly, I was just kind of like fucking up in school. I had terrible grades and shit. I never went to school and shit. So like, I already knew like that wasn't my path. You feel me? So like, I had to figure some shit out. Started writing when I was like 14, like right when I got to high school, and like started recording in my closet and shit. Just started getting better and better at writing and shit and making music, and I just kind of stuck with it. You feel me?
And you're from Orlando originally?
I was born in Puerto Rico, and I moved to Orlando. I didn't really know like English or nothing. I was just.
How old were you when you moved?
It's like 10.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, I was like 10.
So what was life growing up in Puerto Rico prior to the move?
It was sick, bro. Like it's like island shit, you feel me? Like it's a lot of shit going on over there. Like I used to really be at my like grandma's house and shit a lot, and that wasn't really a good area. Like, but that's why we moved to Orlando. You feel me? My mom had a good job and shit. We moved to Orlando, so we got the fuck up out of there.
And you have two older brothers.
Yeah, 2 older brothers. Yeah, I'm the youngest one.
And your brother Andy, he like works with you on the music stuff.
Nah,
or he travels with you sometimes.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Both of them really be traveling with me,
sick.
as much as they can and shit. But like, yeah, as far as music and shit, like, I'll be working by myself, man. For the most part, I do everything like by myself. Yeah. So
you moved to Orlando when you're 10. You already said it was kind of hard in school. You never really went. What was?
Bro, I couldn't speak English, bro. Like I clearly remember.
Yeah.
I clearly remember like being frustrated as fuck in school, like not being able to speak English. Like, I mean, thankfully, like in Orlando, there was a lot of like, there's a shit ton of Puerto Ricans and shit over there. So like, that helped me out a lot. Like a lot of the teachers spoke Spanish and shit, but like for the most part, like I clearly remember, bro, like. Not even being able to tell like the bus driver like where the fuck I lived and shit. Like I couldn't fucking speak. But you learn that shit quick, you know. English you learn it quick. Like Spanish, I feel like it's a little harder. Like it's a lot of slang and shit.
Yeah. And like, how long did it take for you to feel comfortable where you're not like I feel fucking lost? Was it a couple years? Did it come quicker? Like how long was that process?
I mean, I adjusted pretty quickly, you feel me? Like I learned English pretty quick, and like once I started rapping early, bro. I like pretty much like middle school going into high school type shit. So like,
damn.
Yeah, so I didn't know English type shit, and I started rapping.
Were you like listening to Puerto Rican rappers?
Yeah, for sure.
Like
hell yeah,
reggaeton and
for sure.
Still
do.
Is like that what inspired you to start music, or
nah.
Did you land in America and you're like, oh, I'm in Florida, there's a lot of cool rappers here?
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, that and like, yeah. First of all, there's hella talented people around me. You feel me? Just living in Florida. That and yeah, I just had a lot of homies that were rapping that were dope as fuck, and like, you feel me? I wanted to try it. I gave it a shot. Shit worked, I guess. So.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. It's definitely worked. Around that time, 2014, what were you listening to? Like, were you into SoundCloud rap? Or were you into, like, older
for sure,
stuff?
bro. Like, 2014, 2015, like, that was, like, around when I met, like, X and Ski and shit.
Wow,
and, like,
crazy.
Yeah, and, like, that was, like... I feel like they're like the heart of fucking SoundCloud.
Absolutely.
Rap. So yeah, I guess I was definitely partaking in that for sure, bro. Like early.
How
early.
did you meet them? Because weren't they in Miami and you're in Orlando? Is that like 3 hours away?
Yeah. I had actually one of my homies, Keys from Orlando. He introduced. I had went to Miami with him and to get in the studio with Ski and X.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, and we met over there. Yep.
So 2014, 2015,
Yeah.
you're recording music, you're putting it out, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, Miami is the center of the rap universe with
Yeah.
X and Ski,
Yeah.
and of course everyone else. But they really blew up in fucking Lil Pump and Smoke Perp, and they're in the New York Times,
Yeah.
and they're doing tours. What was that like as an aspiring rapper, seeing your friends
It was
blow the fuck up like
the
that?
most insane shit I've ever seen in my life. And like, honestly, like, cause I remember like the warehouse shows, you feel me, with like Ski and X, you feel me, like where there was like no one there, you feel me, and like Look At Me was like there was no one there, no one knew about Look At Me yet.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and like seeing that, you know, to like performing with them or Rolling Loud and shit, it's like too crazy to even wrap my head around that shit still, you know. But that shit is a blessing, bro. Like, those guys are like my favorite artists, you know what I'm saying? So like to even work with them and be friends with them and shit, that shit is a blessing, bro. Like, for real.
What are some of your favorite early memories with Ski and X, like in those early years when like it wasn't really working out yet?
Man, we were in Orlando. Like, I remember I was in X used to live in Orlando for a little bit, and that was the time where he got that video of him like choking the kid out in the picture, and he made the artwork and shit. So that day, like, that was crazy. Like, we were in Orlando. I was in his apartment. He was showing me. He had just recorded Young Brats, and he was showing me that song and shit. And I'm like, yeah, this shit's hard as fuck. He's like, yeah, I'm about to perform it. I'm about to do the show. Come with me. And I was like, all right, bet. We get in the car. He's like, telling me about some kid that like is talking shit at the show, like over some feature or some shit. And he was mad as fuck the whole car ride. Like, I seen in his face, he was mad as fuck the whole car ride. So I'm like, I'm already expecting, like, you feel me? I already know it's going to go down when we get out this car. So we get to the show, bro. This man walks straight into the show. Calls the kid out. He's like, come outside. Like, in front of everyone. Like, this is like, he's the main act. You feel me? He just walks straight in through all the fans and shit. He's like, come outside. They started fighting. That shit turned into a brawl, bro. Like, all of us, like, ended up fighting. All of us ended up fighting. That shit was crazy as fuck. Like, but yeah, that was definitely one of the most memorable moments.
I don't know at this point. It's been so long in my brain as much, but I feel like that night on Twitter when the video was on, that might have been the first time I ever heard of him. Like
What?
Like when the video went on Twitter of him choking the kid out, like I literally think maybe or like I knew of him before, but like I wasn't too keyed in. But that was like, oh, this is like everyone's talking about it. Like he's next up. Like
he was on that type of time, man.
You know, I was really close with Lil Peep, and we grew up in the same town, and we lived very close together in Los Angeles. And when I talked to random people or even our friends about him now, everyone is always like, he just had like this natural kind of aura around him, and he was special. And like, it's real shit. Like, you just like looked in his eyes, and like you could tell he was like special. I never met X.
Same thing.
But I've heard the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has like he just has like, you feel it when he walks in, you feel me? Like, he was just like, he took over. Anywhere he went, he took over type shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Any show he was at, it doesn't matter who was performing before or after him, like, that was his show now. You feel me? and you know, it's goat shit.
Yeah, dude.
That's how he was coming.
So all of this is happening. The world is changing in front of your eyes. What was one of like the first songs that you uploaded on SoundCloud when you were like, "Oh shit, this is real and it's gonna work for me too"?
Man. Okay, so I was I dropped a couple songs and shit, but none of them like at first none of them really banged. But I dropped a song called Motel Hell produced by Ronny J. And this was when like I was fucking nobody, bro. That's why I salute Ronny J, you feel me, for fucking with me early and shit, you know, and just like not even on no clout shit or nothing, you know what I'm saying? Just like off the strength of trying to make some good music and shit, you know, so I respect that. Shout out to him. But yeah, he pulled up on me and cooked up some beats. They were fire as fuck, and I hopped on one of them, dropped it on SoundCloud, and started doing pretty good. That was like my first time where I really got like I think I got like 40,000 plays in a day or some shit. Like,
I mean,
or
that's
like 30,000.
huge.
At that
That's
time, yeah, I was
fucking
like,
huge.
fuck,
Yeah.
this is crazy. Like, so yeah, I was geeking out over that.
So what year was that? Like 2016?
This was like, yeah, like 2016, yeah, 2016.
During that time, what was like your living situation like? Were you like working? Like, how were you paying the bills? Were you at home? Like, what was your life like?
Bro, like, really, I got kicked out of school. I never went to school and shit. I was fucking up in school, man. Like, I was fucking up in school bad. I never went to school. They kicked me out.
How old were you when you got kicked out?
I was a sophomore, so
Wow.
I was
Yeah,
like,
you're like 14 or 15.
15, yeah. I was like 15.
Is that something, looking back, granted you obviously don't need school, but looking back, do you regret not taking it more seriously?
Yeah, for sure. I probably would have, you know, went through with it. I was just on shithead time.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, that
And
was,
like, what does shithead time mean to
Like,
you? It's like
just
skipping,
skipping
but like what? Like, are like you doing drugs? Or
yeah,
fucking partying?
skipping school, doing drugs, definitely fucking, you know, fucking off.
Yeah.
Like, not doing what I was supposed to do at that age, you feel me? But yeah, I was like, when I first moved to Orlando, my mom had like, she was doing good. She had her job there. She was doing good and shit. And then like the recession hit.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
like shit, everything went to shit. You feel me?
And what is your mom like? What was her job at the time?
She was a mortgage broker.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So then the recession hits, and it's literally centered around mortgages.
Yeah, and it went to shit.
Yeah. Wow.
So, yeah,
That's gnarly, dude.
she fucking lost everything. Yeah, so we were just like kind of moving around through different places, like just trying to get by, really, like, you know, like barely making it by, but you know, now we good. We're doing better now, you know. So
Because not only you, your brother, who I just met, has a very successful. He has his hand in a few different things, but
Yeah.
one of the things is a sneaker shop in Orlando.
yeah.
That is doing really well.
Yeah.
What's the name of the shop?
328 South. Yeah,
328 South.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Super
I
fire.
mean, it's like the American dream success story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're doing great on that. Thank God that's going good, bro. So yeah, man. You know, I'm trying to kill it with this music shit. So we're going up, man.
So, okay, let's keep going through the story.
Let's go.
You work with Ronny J.
Yeah.
You see that success. What's
Man,
next? Yeah.
I keep grinding. I keep dropping SoundCloud shit. SoundCloud was really my shit. Like,
Yeah.
I was just dropping shit on SoundCloud. You feel me? Okay, so I linked up with Ski.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, at first, I used to be in a group with Wi-Fi's Funeral. Coming up at first during the beginning of my career.
Wait, fuck. Wait, you just blew my mind.
Yeah.
Was Wi-Fi's Funeral the name of your group, or was that
No.
just his name?
That was his name of his group.
And Scheme.
Him and Scheme.
Were Wi-Fi. What was your
It was Rich Life. We were
Dude,
me and him.
Holy
Scheme.
shit! I forgot about all that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Blast from the past. You're blowing my mind right now.
Yeah. So from there, you know, that kind of just like we kind of just split up, and then, you know, I had been rocking with Ski and X. Yeah, so I started fucking with Ski, you know, on some very rare shit. Yeah, we just started cooking. You know, that's my boy. That's really somebody I consider a brother to me, you feel me? So, like, off this music shit, too, you feel me? Like, no music shit involved. That's my brother. So, yeah, we joined forces and went up from there.
Were you on that tour that was
Which one?
like that first X tour? Like, I think it was like X, Ski, Wi-Fi, or
No.
was it? No, it was like X, Wi-Fi,
No.
Rob Banks.
No, I wasn't on that tour. That was a Revenge tour,
Yeah,
I think.
right.
Wait. Yeah, it was a Revenge
Yeah,
tour.
it was like the
All the
only
crazy shit was happening.
Yeah,
man.
it was like the one where Wi-Fi stage dove and fucking
in Houston.
ended up in the
Houston, I think,
hospital.
right? Yeah.
God, dude, those fucking SoundCloud days were nuts.
Yeah. Yeah,
Jesus.
that's legendary shit. Really.
God.
Legendary
So,
shit.
what was the first time that you hopped on the road?
With Wi-Fi, on his Black Heart Revenge tour. Yeah, it was kind of like a smaller tour, you feel me? We were grinding it out coming up. So, yeah, we were just putting in the groundwork, bro. Went on tour, small tour, probably like, you know, 300-400 like people a city, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, we grinded those out.
Had you seen much of the States yet, or you kind of?
Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, for sure. Like,
but I mean, like prior to that, were you just like,
no.
I'm in Florida,
That was my
I've,
first
never
time.
been to fucking Kansas before.
Yeah, that was my first time
your
hitting all the states for sure. Yeah, that was.
What was that like for you?
It was fucking nuts. Like doing at that time, bro. Like, I think I used to work like, I was working at Nike, bro. I used to have a job at Nike.
At like the retail store?
At the outlets in Orlando.
Yo, I fuck with the Nike outlets heavy.
Bro, like getting paid like $7 an hour. Like,
rough.
Shit.
Florida doesn't really, they don't really keep the minimum wage up as far as I know from my very brief understanding.
It's fucked. I was getting paid like $7.20 an hour, I think. I remember. I don't know. It was fucked. I was literally like folding shirts. Bro, like I remember clearly, like, I remember one time in Orlando I opened up for Playboy Cardi, right? And I was working at Nike at the time. And I killed that show, bro. Like, I fucked that show up. And the next day in the morning I gotta go to work. I go to work at 7 a.m. The store opens. I'm folding shirts. A kid comes up to me. He's like, "Yo, didn't you perform last night?"
Confused
and I'm
as
like,
shit.
I'm over here folding a fucking shirt. Like, yeah, that was me. You feel me? He's like, "Oh shit, sick. Like, keep it up." When he left, I was just like,
"You're like, I gotta quit this fucking
what the
job.
fuck am I doing here, dog?" So I literally quit. Like,
that day?
Yeah,
Wow.
I was over it, bro. Like, I was over it. I couldn't do it. Hit the road right there. Hit the road right there with Wi-Fi. That was going good. Just been grinding ever since, bro.
And like that tour, I assume playing 300, 400 cap rooms. That's like van life. You're all packed in a van.
Sprinter van packed up.
You've done bigger tours since, and we will get into it. But those Sprinter van tours, those got to be some of the best times, right?
Yeah, those are the best times for sure. You know, the grind. Like, you got to put the groundwork in. Like, you can't expect to jump into this shit with the tour bus with the studio in it.
Right,
you feel me?
Right.
It's not how it works.
And like, it must mean a little bit more when you're just starting out, you're at a show, and some kid's like, "Yo, can you sign my shirt?"
Yeah.
Or like you're tired and you head into the green room and you're like, "Oh, thank God they have food and a Red Bull for me." Like, those small things must mean so much more.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's surreal. Like, I couldn't, you got to take a second to grasp all that shit because, I mean, like, I'm coming from, like, getting a $200 paycheck every fucking 2 weeks. You feel me? Like, I'm selling weed, trying to get by. You feel me? Like, this is not the wave, man. We was down bad, but got on the road, started making a little bread. You know, started making more music, started getting on more tours. You know, after that. And,
which is like, that's like pretty much the theme of your story, your journey, your career, is that you've just been a consistent presence.
Yeah.
You've always been there. Some people have fallen off the friend circle.
Yeah.
Some people just in music in general have stopped making music. They work jobs now. Like, you've always been there. Like, even as like Ski Next were blowing up, like, you're there. You're not like all mad and why? How come I'm not blowing up?
Yeah, I mean, bro, this shit is written already. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what's supposed to happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Ski X. You know what I'm saying? They opened the doors. You know what I'm saying? They were supposed to kick those doors down. Like, this was supposed to be this way. Like, you can't get mad at no crazy shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think like that.
But like in that same, is that mindset something you've always had of like, I know I'm gonna be successful? Like, I can picture it and
because like I'm confident in what I bring. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that I know how to make music, and I know how to write, and I know how to make good music. So like, I know I'm always gonna make hits. I'm not tripping. Like, I know I'm always gonna make hits. Like, that's just what I do, bro. It's what I do best. You feel me?
I mean, it's clearly working. Last night, you were telling us a story about you were on that Juice Wrld tour.
Yeah.
So like, that must have been like maybe like a year or so, or no, probably like a few years later.
I wasn't performing. I was just on the road with Ski.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just on the road with Ski and like.
But like, that was like from like 300 cap rooms, even though you weren't performing.
That was arenas.
That was like 20,000 people.
That was like literally, like arenas. Every city, arenas, like the most comfortable, easiest tour I've ever been on in my life. The best tour I've ever been on in my life, for real.
And you ended up living with Juice and skiing for like a month after or something?
Not living, but just a long vacation. Like, not living. Just a long vacation, yeah. Like, I was I stood at his house for definitely a little bit over a month. Like, and yeah, bro. It was like the best time ever, dog. It was so pure. Like, it was like so like, you know, Juice was like, he was like a kid at heart, you feel me? He liked to have fun, ride dirt bikes, do all type of crazy shit, you feel me? So that's the type of shit I love to do. So it was just like, it was crazy, bro, you know? Those were like my last moments with him too, and it was like, you know, it was like the best time ever. We were having, you know, a good ass time, bro. Yeah.
You were saying a story about how like he would just wake up and be like, yo, we're going and getting dirt bikes today, and then just cash out and he'd buy 3 dirt
just
bikes.
Cash out, like, yeah. All type of fun shit. Wake up, like, let's go buy some go-karts. Yeah, bro. He was the truth.
That's so sick. I mean, you've been at it for a minute, but you're young in the big picture. You've already experienced so much of life, but unfortunately, you've experienced these terrible losses.
Yeah.
How do you process losing X, losing Juice? Like,
I lost a lot more than just them. You know what I'm saying? But like, obviously, those were very close to me, you know. But honestly, like, I've been dealing with death in my life for a while now. When I was like 13, my dad died, and then a few years later my stepdad died, right?
Wow.
And
I'm sorry.
you know, those are kind of like my father figures, you feel me? Yeah, and then, man, my grandma, my grandpa, my best friend in Orlando got killed in a home invasion and shit, you feel me? So like, it's not, you know, it was like similar to the X situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's, yeah, I've been dealing with that shit for some time now, you know.
How do you cope? How do you keep going? Because you're very positive. Just meeting you and speaking to you, I would have never assumed that you've had such, you know.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, I gotta, like, I just feel like I was put here to like keep this shit going. You know what I'm saying? Like, for them. And honestly, I feel their presence so like so strongly, like all the time, every day. You feel me? And yeah, I feel like all of them are still here with me, you know, in a way, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I feel like Ski, I feel like Scheme, I feel like all my homies are here to keep this shit going, you feel me? And put on for the homies. For
Facts. Real. Are you a religious person? Are you spiritual? Like, where do you land on all that?
I would say these days I'm probably more spiritual. But you know, I grew up in a Christian household, you feel me? But I kind of always had like my own, like, you know what I'm saying, way of thinking. I always did my own research and shit, so I never really followed all that shit too much. My mom's really like, you know, Christian. I never followed that shit too much, but yeah, I would say I'm more spiritual these days, man. For sure.
I mean, it's just all about, I'm not knocking anything, but just finding what works for you.
Yeah, exactly.
And
whatever works.
Fucking keeps you in a solid head state, and
whatever works.
It's a fucking tough world out there. It's a tough fucking life. Whatever.
People need something to believe in. I get it.
Yeah, dude. You can believe in anything.
Whatever gets you by. Yeah.
Believe in something, or fucking have some like spiritual stuff in you, because it's a fucking crazy world out there.
Yep. Yeah. I don't knock it, man. You know what I'm saying? Believe in what you believe in. Whatever gets you by, you know what I'm saying?
Facts. You just mentioned that you and Scheme and Ski are like taking the lead. Well, not the lead, but like you're carrying on for your friends. Something that I've always been and still am pretty jealous about is that Florida is so tight knit. Yeah. Like, it's really, you know, in terms of like the SoundCloud stuff, it's really the one community that's like stuck together, and there's been not too much crazy drama that tears people apart. There's been a few, you know, whatever.
Yeah, but you know, for the most part, like right now, I feel like all the Florida rappers are cool with each other right now. Like everyone's past everything. You feel me?
Right.
At least I feel like. But yeah, bro. Like, it's honestly kind of crazy, like how like just like the homies like that I grew up around are all like, there's so many of them that are so fucking talented, and it's crazy, bro. Like, it's crazy that so many of us are making such a big impact in the world at the same time. You feel me? All coming from the same scene. Like, it's nuts, bro. It's nuts.
And like, shout out Scheme, because in the same, like, right there with you, experienced so much loss, and he's just really channeled it and created so much positivity, and he's fucking crushing it. And
he's I always say this, he's like the perfect definition of like relationships are like worth more than money, you feel me? Like having good relationships, you know, will open doors for you that you can't buy your way through. You feel me?
Facts.
And he's a pure kid. You feel me? He's a good friend, a pure kid, and he deserves everything that has came his way.
Facts. Yeah. You've had some success over the past few years with him. It's kind of, you've been like grinding. You're there. You're persistent, and now you're like, oh shit, I got some smash hits under my belt. So how did How You Feel come about? How did all that start? How did it happen?
So How You Feel was really like, I was in Atlanta just chilling with Ski in the studio. We were just working on some music. He was working on his album and shit, and we kind of just started this song, and he started it like how he started it. I came in and I only dropped like 2 bars on it. And I literally, the only bars I dropped was like, I feel great. I swear to God. Those were the only, I was like, I feel great. And then the bar after that. And then after that, Ski was like, all right, I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. Come with me. And then we just never finished the song, right? Wow. And then like, Scheme called me one day, and then he was like, he's like, yo, we should drop the song. Like, you feel me? Like, we should put he's like, you finish it, you go in there, finish it, knock it out.
Right.
And I'm gonna get Yachty on it. You feel me?
And you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, because it wasn't done. You feel me? There was a whole other verse. And yeah, so pretty much I finished my part, sent it to Scheme. He posted like a preview on IG.
Mm-hmm.
And Yachty commented on it and he was like, yo, Danny sounds fire on this. And we were like, shit, let's get it. Like, hop on it. You feel me? He sent it right back. Like,
wow.
I think like the next day type shit, if I'm not mistaken. Like, sent it right back. Hard as fuck. Yeah, we dropped it and that shit went up, man. Fucking TikTok.
Like, immediately. And it went viral on TikTok.
Yeah.
So how that happened? Because what is this,
man.
2019? Did you even know what TikTok was before?
Not
People
really.
started sending you the videos of it going viral.
Not really. Like, the homies knew what it was and shit, but like, I remember like, you know, that was when like the world just got popping. They just got popping.
Time warp.
And yeah, 10K Cash like did a trailer to it.
Wow.
Like it was a trailer. It wasn't.
Wow.
Yeah, he did a trailer to it.
Trailer.
And yeah, he like posted it and then like people took it from there and like the dancing community just like took off with that shit, and on TikTok it just went viral. Like a lot of different parts, like from the song and shit.
But
started going
mainly
viral.
it was your part.
Yeah.
And people loved your voice, and we're
Yeah.
trying to figure out like, yo, did this dude smoke a carton of cigarettes and then record? Did he like scream in the parking lot then come in?
Yeah.
Where does that voice come from? Is that your is that your natural tone? Like, is it something you work towards? Like, what's the process behind it?
I mean, like, I just feel like it's my natural voice. Like, I don't know. Like, I just like, and honestly, on some real shit though, like I've always had breathing problems my whole life, like, and like probably that plays a part in it. Like I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that definitely probably plays a part.
Yeah,
in it.
because you have a deep voice naturally, but when you record, it's definitely like a little more like, you know.
Yeah, because I'm in my zone. You
Yeah.
feel me? When you get in that zone, it's game time.
What is your recording process? Are you like writing songs down on your phone, a notebook, or you're just going in and freestyling? Like, what comes first, the beat or the lyrics? Like,
honestly, I didn't write none. Like the biggest songs, like I didn't write nothing. Like I would just go in, just punch in off the top of my head. Really, just kind of like writing in my head, man. Like I'm not gonna say it's freestyling because like I'm not doing this shit in one take, but like yeah, it's just off top of the head, like punching in, just coming up with shit as I go. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's the best way to do it. Like it's just like the most natural way to do it, and like instead of just trying to force yourself to write some shit.
Right.
You know? I feel like it's just like you're just writing on the track, like just, you know what I mean? Like I feel like it's way better. For me it works at least. You know, there's definitely, you know, writers out there. I still write. Don't get it fucked up. I still write, but for the most part, I just go in. I go straight in.
Are you like walking through the day and you see something and a line clicks in your head and you're like, I'm gonna save this for later?
Yeah. I definitely do that.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of rappers probably do that. Write it in their notes.
Right.
Some shit you seen, some shit you heard, some
Yeah.
shit you seen in a movie or some shit. Yeah, I definitely do shit like that for sure.
So
You gotta keep a full clip.
exactly,
for sure.
bro.
Yeah.
In all parts of life, you
Yeah.
gotta have a full clip.
Yes, sir.
So the song's going viral. Scheme is also he's on the rise of like, I'm putting out the EP and then you put out a project. How has your life been post that song? I got to imagine labels are hitting you up and like, you know, it's getting a little crazy.
Yeah, I didn't really buy in too much into like label situation. I wasn't really like, I haven't really been looking for that, but yeah, I definitely started getting way more attention after that song. Like, you know, I feel like it was just like a fresh sound, you feel me? Like people didn't expect me to like rap like that, I guess, or like, you know, or you don't hear people that rap like that all the time, I guess. Yeah. You know, so So yeah, it was just like a fresh sound. You feel me? So yeah, I think, and it was catchy. Like the song was just like, I feel great. Like that part, you know what I'm saying? It was just like shit was TikTok bound. Like it was made for TikTok.
Fucking genius.
Yeah.
I'm sure
wasn't made for TikTok,
right?
But it was perfect.
I'm sure you're very happy for the success. Is there a little piece of you that's like, damn, where the fuck were all these fans before I was putting out music? Like,
yeah,
damn,
I mean,
you could have fucking showed some love before it went viral.
Yeah, but I feel like you're right. I feel like I've been snapping. I've been going hard. You feel me? I've been making hard shit. Like, you know, obviously you get better. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get better. You start making better shit. Obviously, with anything, practice, you know, makes perfect. Obviously, but you know, I can't be mad at timing. You know what I'm saying? That's just how life is. You know what I'm saying? You got to let it run its course and just, you feel me? I'm taking my blessings as they come type shit.
Facts. And that song just went gold?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's been gold for a few months, I think, now. But yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my first plaque. You feel me?
So you have the actual physical plaque, or they still need to like certify?
Not yet. We still going through all that.
Do the ordering process.
Yeah, we still going through all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Those
that shit takes
you gotta buy them shits.
Forever. Yeah.
You gotta pay for them shits. So
that's the one part. I got my first gold plaque. I have a record label called Mass Records with Warner Records. 2K Baby song Old Streets went gold last year.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, like it's just gonna come in the mail. And like, no, you need to design it.
Yeah.
You need to pay for it. You have to order it for like the 30 other people who are like the managers, the lawyers, the other people at the label, like the producers, the friends, my fucking parents. Like, dude, it's such a process. And I feel like kids they just think it's like, oh, congrats, you won.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, you have to put in work to get
I got to buy the shit that I won.
Yeah.
I got to buy what I won.
I don't know about yours, but mine wasn't that expensive. It was like, I don't know. I won't say the price, but it wasn't like thousands of dollars. It was like, you know, pretty mellow.
Yeah, I'm working on getting my shit. We're working on getting our shit, really.
Where are you gonna hang the plaque? I know you have a spot in your head already.
I don't know. I feel like I gotta go straight for the living room right there. I need you to see it.
Yeah.
When you walk in, you know what I'm saying? For sure.
It's for sure not going to be your only one. You were playing some music before. I know you have some stuff coming out. You got some music videos coming out.
Yeah.
What is coming up?
Well, I'm about to drop. I can speak on this. I'm about to drop By Myself, which is an unreleased track. I'm about to drop the track and the video. Hopefully May 21st.
Is that the more melodic song that you were just playing before?
Yeah, it's more melodic song.
So how does that factor in? Because you have those songs. What is it? Just like two different moods you're in, two settings. Like how does it go from like doing deep voice to the melodic?
So honestly, bro, like ever since I started making music, I've always found myself to be like versatile. Like as far as like I wasn't scared to try new shit. You know what I'm saying? And if it didn't sound good, it didn't sound good. If it sounded great, it sounded great. You feel me? And I always just kept trying new shit always. You feel me? But and like people hear, you know, people obviously hear the hits and they hear how you feel and they hear my raspy voice and shit. And when they hear the melodic shit, they're surprised. You feel me? But like I've been doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go back and you really listen to my discography, you feel me? I've been doing melodic shit. I've been doing hard shit. I've been doing a lot of shit, singing shit. Like,
am I imagining this, or did you or your manager maybe a year or two ago at this point, or maybe not that long, you teased like a Latin-inspired song?
Yeah. I did. I tried doing I did a little Spanish song. Yeah. It's actually kind of fire.
Where do you wait? Is that release?
Nah, man, that was like some SoundCloud shit. I deleted that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, it was just like something I was trying out. Like, I mean, you know, I'm gonna do. It was just like me testing the waters with the Spanish shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, it was probably something I should have kept. You know what I'm saying? It should have never dropped, and I should have just like worked on that and developed on that, and then came correct. You feel me? So
is that something that you want to do?
Yeah, maybe I'll fuck around and do. I mean, like I speak fluent Spanish. You feel me? I really
and
could.
It makes
like
sense, and
I really could
whole
do it.
world
Like
is
I don't
popping
speak
right now.
Yeah, like I don't like not half-assing with the Spanish shit.
How do we get
like,
you and Bad Bunny on the track? I feel like you got the connects to make it happen.
But there's some talented. There's a lot of fucking talent from Puerto Rico right now. To be honest, and like my homie Eladio, he's super fire, killing it right now. I have a song with him actually out. Yeah, there's a lot of dope dudes. Jay Wheeler, there's a lot of dudes doing numbers, bro. Like, real numbers.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's fucking unreal.
Yeah, real numbers that people have probably never heard of, but they're doing numbers.
Yeah. I cut you off. You're saying you have a song dropping.
Yeah, the 21st.
Of this month, so like in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Actually, I have no idea when I'm releasing this podcast. So.
Yeah. The 21st, and then we're about to shoot. Right now, I'm getting ready to go to Atlanta to shoot a very big video. I'm not sure if I don't know if this is gonna drop.
Okay. Realistically, I was going to maybe wait 2 weeks to drop it, but it's probably going to drop on Thursday because it's fire and I just want to put it out.
So, very big video coming.
So you can't break the news.
I can't break the news. Right? Scheme would kill me, bro.
Oh, well, you just gave a little hint away.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a little bit of breaking news. He gave a little bit of a hint. You're going to Atlanta. You're filming the video. You got new music dropping. Yeah. You're performing at Rolling Loud. I see the Rolling Loud chain around your neck.
Facts. That's the family right there.
That's also the other part that I'm jealous about Florida. It's like not only is it like you and Ski and Scheme, but it's like Rolling Loud. Like it's just such a family vibe. Yeah,
Rolling Loud was some of the best moments in rap. Really, like rap for sure. Like 2015, sharing the stage with X, with Ski, with all those guys, Denzel Curry, all those guys. When we were nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember like performing in a tent.
I remember that video.
X starting a fucking riot.
Yeah.
While Thug's performing on the main stage. And everyone's like, what the fuck is going on over there? You feel me? Like starting a fucking riot, bro. Like running around, the whole crowd following him around the whole festival.
Crazy.
Running back to the shit. It was legendary shit, bro. Legendary shit. Some of the craziest moments, for sure.
Shout out to Rolling Loud. Your manager Tarek owns Rolling Loud with his partner Matt.
Yep.
I'm gonna put Tarek on the spot. We were just texting 3 days ago. He said I could be one of the people running around Rolling Loud with a microphone. Like, it's like still going to be Drewski and all the famous people, but he said I can do actual interviews with a Rolling Loud mic. I'm putting it in the air.
Let's go.
It's going to happen.
Let's get it. I can see it.
It would be an honor. But anyway.
Hell yeah.
Is there anything I should have asked you that I didn't ask you?
Nah, man, like, I think we covered most of it for the most part, the most important parts.
Yeah, you've had such a long story.
Yeah, we could always get deeper.
You've done interviews before, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't want to retread, like, oh, you released this and then you did that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I feel that 100%.
Try and just gloss over your path, which is an incredible path.
Yeah, man.
I completely see why you've stuck around for so long, because you're one of the most genuine, real people, even though I've only known you for about 48 hours. Like, you're a real ass dude, and I get why people are fucking rooting for you. I am rooting for you as well.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, Danny Towers, for coming on the podcast, the first in-person podcast in a year and a half, live from Chicago, Half Evil store. I don't know what the deal with these shirts are, but we have a collab shirt. I think they're going to be online. Half Evil, Mask The Slumped God, all of the performers are drawn in there. Of course, Danny is the biggest.
Oh yeah. You see that? You see that neck blast on there?
See that clavicle?
Oh yeah.
So
Pain.
If those shirts drop online, support Half Evil, support Mask The Slumped God, support Danny and all the other artists. thanks for watching, and thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me, bro. It's a blessing for real. Thank you.